Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? It is your boy, Skywalker the Jedi, back at y'all with another one. Man, y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you hear me rocking out, and I appreciate that. Man, much love all y'all out there. Shout out to the Syndicate Network and all of its colleagues, you dig? We are here and we are live. My bad that this one's coming a little late. I was a little bit caught up, but I ain't going to try to keep y'all too long. We just got a couple things to put out, a couple things to address, and we will continue to move forward. You dig? Much love to everybody in the chat. We got the homie Ray in the building. We got Mama Bear Dog in the building. We got Alan Belt. This actually made me laugh, bro. He was like trying to sneak one by me, huh? Bruh, it wasn't even like that. But I already knew that the notifications wasn't going to go out because I tried to do something and it didn't end up working. And I was like, all right, whatever. What's going on, Toy Mafia? Much love. We got Send Havoc 5150 in the building. What's going on, Send Havoc? We got Bat Dan Starks in the building. What's going on, Bat Dan? Much love. Yeah, I can't wait. We got the homie Socks in the building. What's going on, Socks? Hope you're feeling good, bro. Y'all know I always feel safe when Mama Bear in the chat. We got Future Tron in the building. What's going on, Future Tron? We got Frank C. We got TJ in the building. What's going on? Nick Jackson in the house. What's going on, Nick? Who else is in here? And we got the homie Apex Leon. You dig? He said good things comes to those that wait. Bro, we about to get to it, man, because these narratives is funny, bro, but we just gonna cook on them, and we gonna go on just like we always do. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button, hitting that share and subscribe, as well as that notification bell, so that you know when I'm going live, at least most of the time. Trying to hit 5K before the end of the year. Y'all already know we the originators, creators, whatever you want to call it, of hashtag sell movement, otherwise known as ZSSM, Zack Snyder's sell movement, right? All that good stuff. ROEs, please be positive. Don't mix the hashtags, and also do not tag, mention, quote, tweet, or reply to James Gunn or anybody else over at WBD. You dig? It's real easy, real simple. You know what I mean? ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube and X are also platforms that you guys should be following, because all pertinent information will be coming from there, as well as myself and Apex Lux of the New Geeks. You dig? Oh yeah, this about to be a special conversation. I can feel it. And if you'd like to sponsor a stream, like the homie CY, whenever you give super chats, super thanks, any of that good stuff, gifted memberships, they are tallied up, and whoever donates the most will have their name scrolling across the bottom of a following stream, like the homie CY does. We got the homie Crown Loads. What's going on? Nah, we just gonna cook on some narratives, bro. We just gonna cook on some narratives, and that's about it, right? But let's go ahead and get to it, because y'all already know what's up. Shills be chilling, right? And I got a new drop for the Shills, so make sure y'all use hashtag twerk whenever y'all want to leave a super chat. And I got a new drop for the twerkers. You know what I mean? I got a new drop for the twerkers, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's go ahead and let's dive right into this, because I think that this is hilarious, right? We want to push this narrative that this movie is going to be successful, like, at all costs. And I think that's dope, right? It's dope because because, you know, I think it lets us know just how far that the delusion and the willingness to like lie to the people and try to act as if everything, and you know, a lot of y'all be acting like this is just coming from me as like a Zack Snyder fan, right? That's something that's really that I've been hearing recently, and it's been kind of ticking me off, right? Because it's like, yo, they act as if all of these things that we say and that we use as examples are just things that we cherry pick because we're Zack Snyder fans, as if these things aren't, you know, part of the conversation going forward, just at least just at all, right? What's going on, Apex Lux? We got Crown Loads with the new membership. Appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and give you this drop for the new membership.
Good evening. We, the unwilling, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much for so long with so little. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing.
Right. But so yeah, it's just like, hey, damn what reality is, damn what history has said, even recent history, you know, damn all of that. We're just gonna make sure that we keep pushing that this thing is successful, right? I got a few things that we're gonna get to. You know, these tweets, I blurred out who they came from because I ain't trying to do all that. You know, we're just going to address talking points around here, right? So we got, I just tell it how it is, not how it might be. Early last year, I was told WBD, DC's number for Superman was approximately 500 million. This has been confirmed, and they exceeded this. Zaslav feels this start for DCU is good enough, so it's full steam ahead for Gunn's World in filming / streaming. The only thing that will derail Gunn's contract extension would be if Supergirl forecasts go off the rails prior to his summer 26 release. I have a question. Does anybody see what is wrong with this statement? I'm going to give you guys a second because I know that it's a delay in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to give you guys an opportunity to tell me what is wrong with this statement. All right? Because something's glaring at me. You know? He said, what is Supergirl for? Look, he said he shouldn't have said that. No, my thing is, bro, how are they moving full steam ahead, but there's still something that could derail the fucking right? Well, okay. So if it's full steam ahead, it's like, yo, we gon', you know what I'm saying? We just gonna put the pedal to the metal. We all in, bro. Balls to the wall, caution to the wind. We don't care, right? I gotta go close this window. We don't care, right? None of that stuff. You know, if it's balls to the wall, why is there something that can still derail it before his contract is even up, bro? And we want to talk about contracts, bro. First of all, because I'm gonna get to the whole Zaslav part in 1 second. And like, who gives a shit what Zaslav is talking about right now? This guy been getting pay cuts, all that. Anyway, right? But when it's contracts of any sort, right? You do not let your star player or whoever you want to talk or whoever you want to call it, right? You do not let that the head coach, the GM, anything like that. You do not let that person go into what is called a lame duck year and like not have them be signed on for an extension. So if the plans can be derailed by the Supergirl forecast, which means that they're going to wait until they start, seeing what that film is going to be tracking for, right? Then how in the hell are they showing confidence in this man? Why does he not have an extension right now? Right? Why does he not have an extension right now? He said, I mean, is Supergirl going to make more money than Superman? Probably not. Right? So how is it full steam ahead, bro? Right? Sock says Supergirl is going up against the next Spider-Man movie next year. Supergirl will get destroyed next summer. Bro, that's crazy. They better move that movie. Crazy, bro. Right? Crazy. He said we got Shills saying Supergirl and Zazzle saying Superman family. Can one of these goofy motherfuckers? Hey, bro, crazy, man. Say if it's full steam ahead, why is so much a Gunn slate canceled or in limbo? Bruh, remember that original slate? Does anybody remember the original slate? Can anybody tell me why almost none of those movies are going to come out? Excuse me. Why are almost none of those movies going to come out? We got an entirely different slate, bruh. Can you guys imagine? Bro, imagine Marvel came out, right? And it was like, look, we got this, and this coming out, right? And none of that shit makes yo, crazy, bro. Said the shareholders don't trust. Nah, we're gonna get to the shareholders in 1 second, bro. Cause look, they want to act like we just doing this because we're Snyder fans, bro. So I'm gonna pull something from somewhere. Ain't got shit to do with Zack Snyder, right? Frank C says, Sky, it's like what the Lakers just did with Luka. Bro, happens all the time, bro. Happens all the time. They don't want these people. Look, if you don't let somebody that you really, really care about go into the last year of their contract and not have them re-signed if you really, really got confidence in them. Why would that be the case? I'm sure Gunn would like an extension. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. He said, well, I guess is they forgot about the parts about Super L flop, Supergirl's reshoot still halted, internal rumblings about lanterns aren't going. I'm not surprised. Right? Oh, yeah, nah. We about to get to that, Alan. He said, and word is Safran's trying to get out. Wouldn't be shocked. Said, Authority, Swamp Thing, Batman Brave and the Bold. What else? Bro, all this shit canceled. Super family movie. Right? Crazy, bro. Yeah. Look, they had Paradise Lost, Swamp Thing, Booster Gold. Where's Waller at, bro? Brave and the Bold, The Authority. Right? Where are these projects, bro? But everything's fine. What's going on, Josh? Right? Everything's fine, though. That's what they want you to believe. Right? This one said it's not about selling anything right now with Warner Brothers. Zaslav is pushing to the shareholders that earnings are up, even with more value to come. Company will split in 2026, then assess from there. You know what's funny is that the proof that this person uses for this, for whatever they're saying right here, is that Warner Brothers Discovery adds 3.4 million streaming subscribers, but Minecraft and Sinners power earnings. Right now, I'm gonna bring this back up in 1 second. What's so funny about that is that this same person was trying to push that Mike fucking DeLuca and Pam Abdi should get fired. The same person, right? That's what's so crazy. Like, how we gonna use Mike DeLuca and Pam? Look, bruh, we gonna use the people that are at odds with James Gunn. We're gonna use their success to try to push that James Gunn is successful. What the fuck? Bro. Watch this, right? But here's a little reality, right? I'm going to share a little reality with you guys, right? Watch this. Right? Warner Brothers Discovery earnings don't impress, but split off could boost the stock. Says WBD Q2 showed revenue growth and positive net income. Movie division outperformed thanks to Minecraft. Once again, Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi. What is the one thing under that? Superman underwhelmed to open Q3. Bruh. So hold up. Minecraft and Sinners is what's propping everything up. And Superman underwhelmed. I guess this is from a Snyder cultist, right? I'm guessing that that's what this is. This is from a Zack Snyder cultist right here. Q1 movies were a disaster. Movies fluctuate. Warner is neither as strong as it looks right now, nor as weak as it looked last quarter. They said they still not strong, bro. Domestic streaming revenue has stalled, and linear networks continue to decline sharply. It's not clear streaming can replace vanishing linear profits, even when mature. The NBA savings are vanishing quickly. Separating Warner's best assets from its debt could yield a massive windfall. It all depends on how much of the debt they have to keep. Despite a strong quarter, I continue to avoid WBD stocks. The upcoming corporate split is shareholders' best hope, but it's possible bondholders will end up owning 20% of the new company. Is this from a Zack Snyder cultist, bro? So when we say that we don't give a shit about what these people is saying, this is why. Bro, all these people, right? This same person tried to say that this marketing shit was 100 million, right? And we even had, bro, we had multiple outlets confirming it was at least $200 million, $20 million in marketing, maybe even more, bro. This is crazy. What are we talking about, dog? The twerking has to stop. Maybe this drop will help y'all stop twerking. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, man. Something got to give, bro. Something got to give, bro. Something got to give. Like, we not, bro, y'all, look, with what I was just showing y'all, you think that I'm listening to what some influencer got to say, talking about what Zaslav is trying to push? Bro, they just cut this man's pay not that long ago, bro. They just cut this man's pay not that long ago. And they sitting here trying to tell me about what he's trying to push to the shareholders. The shareholders don't give a shit what he's trying to say. Talking about they not selling nothing right now. Oh, except their company. Talking about they not selling nothing right now. Bro, their whole fucking company's for sale, dog. What are we talking about? The company is for sale. Bro, I feel like I'm living in a twilight zone, yo. Because they call us crazy. They be like, yo, you know, y'all picking and choosing, right? You guys, you know, aren't really looking at all the evidence, right? Right? You know, Warner Brothers is saying this. I don't give a shit what they're saying. Who cares? I was just saying, bro, the company I just left, bro, was talking about everything was going to be fine. And now they're franchising shit off. right? It's the same thing in business regardless. They're gonna act like, yeah, everything's fine. Even when the building is on fire, figuratively speaking. Right? Crazy, bro. Dude got a pay cut by 22%, bro. And they talking about what he's trying to talk about with the shareholders. Like, yo, this what he trying to push to the shareholders. Shareholders don't give a shit. Right? Everything, bro, everything's up right now, bro. But look, I'll move on to the next one, bro. Right? Because it ain't even just him. This one, I ain't even go through the trouble trying to, like, you know, black this one out. Because, nah. Right? Watch this. This guy who is probably like the ultimate twerker for Superman. It probably has been like the ultimate twerker. Really got caught up. And you know it's bad when the community notes just says he's lying. This guy comes out on Twitter talking about Spider-Man, but this is somebody who everybody was, oh my God, you know, everything's on the up and up, right? This guy says, I never once said Tom is a bad Spider-Man. Not only did I say No Way Home was the greatest movie of all time, blah, 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 right? He says, I never once said Tom Holland is a bad Spider-Man. Right? Crazy. Watch this. Because this was, right? This was Mr. Red Carpet himself, right? For sure. Right? Watch this. Click on this. Oh, wait, hold up. It opened up in another one. Let me pull that one up. Right? Right? Watch this.
Holland is the worst Spider-Man. School. 5 reasons Tom Holland is the worst Spider-Man. School means nothing to him. In the MCU, Peter Parker wants to drop out and become a full-time Avenger, when in the comics and in every other iteration, Peter Parker values school. That's where he wants to be. He doesn't want to be Spider-Man. He wants to be in class. Spider-Man is fun for Peter Parker, when in every other iteration, Spider-Man is a curse to Peter Parker. It was a curse that he lost Uncle Ben and got these powers that he is now responsible for using. He feels like he's nothing without the suit. Peter shouldn't feel like he needs a suit to be Spider-Man. Peter is...
So anyway, y'all get it. Like, yeah, Mama Bear, they caught you. Like, they caught you, bro. Like, and these are the people that are running around here telling everybody, hey, guys, Superman's the best movie ever. Fantastic Four sucks. And Jurassic World sucks. This is wild, Joe. This is wild. This is wild, bro. Mr. WB partner himself. Bro, what is going on, dog? Bruh, you got people that was saying Superman was going to make $1 billion coming out now and saying this.
What's really interesting is there's this weird, like, I don't think that James Gunn's Superman is in competition with anything else. They're starting from scratch and building something new. The economics are not to be compared to something that happened over 10 years ago. They've spent the money on 2 movies. The piece.
Bro. That man said Superman was gonna make $1 billion, dog. That man said Superman was gonna make $1 billion, dog. Never consistent, Mama Bear. He said, but the DCU couldn't just build something new. Bro, crazy, bro. Crazy. They will literally try to sell you that. He said not only did he say going to, he said needed to. Yes. Thank you for that clarification, Apex Lux. But now it doesn't, bro. Now it doesn't need to compete with something from 10 years ago. Even if you spent a whole bunch of money to reboot and move away from what was successful, that was from 10 years ago, right? Even if that's the case, right? Even if you said you were gonna move away from something because it wasn't successful, and then you get to create something even less successful, right? And that's how Hollywood works, yo. Bro, y'all never heard about that Steiner math, bro? That's that Steiner math, bro. Right? He said, not only that, R&B said that Superman has to be the greatest Superman film ever or it's a failure. Right? Hey. Right? What up, Sean Franklin? He said the Toy Collector Club. Work in Progress says, when Superman makes $1 billion, I'm going to wake up as Wonder Woman. Right? Hey. Bruh, I saw that they trying to push. It just crossed like 590. It was like, oh yeah, it's going to cross 6. I'm like, bro, you guys are so like, I'm convinced now that Warner Brothers is buying these fucking domestic tickets. That's my hypothesis. I don't know. But yeah, I don't see a way that, you know, this movie's gonna make a fucking billion. I mean, even past Man of Steel, yo. Like, it's getting, see, and you wanna know what's so funny? It's the opposite of ZSJL. That's how you know it's some bullshit, right? Because with Zack Snyder's Justice League, right? Look, everywhere else that it was introduced internationally, it broke records. Everywhere where WBD did not have control over like allowing people to know what the numbers were, it broke records. The only place that we don't know what it did was in the US, right? Which is very, very strange. But now we get a case where this movie's doing mad numbers over here while it's making shit internationally and getting snatched from theaters. I'm sorry. That's a little fucking strange to me. And it's just supposed to keep making money at these exorbitant rates with all of this other shit in theaters right now. I'm sorry. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it, dog. I don't believe this shit. Like, it's way too coincidental. He said, yeah, in the US, the one country where ZSJL didn't do well. Exactly, bro. And they got way more control over the numbers domestically. 100%. Right? So Tell me I'm wrong. It's the exact opposite. ZSJL, everywhere it was released internationally, it broke records in damn near every country that it came out in. Damn near. I would beg to differ, beg to say at least like a good 70 to 75% of the countries that shit came out in, it broke records. It wasn't all of them, but it was like the vast majority of them, right? Was breaking records left and right. So it's breaking records internationally. We never get any local records from the US, right? But now, where Superman has less hype, it's more people that don't like the shit, right? It's a higher barrier to entry with it being in theaters, but I'm supposed to believe that it's making mad money over here and just getting taken out of. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Talking about it cross 6, it's gonna cross 670. Like, what are you talking about? Where? Who the hell is watching this movie? Anybody even talking about the movie like that, bro? Out in like reality, you know, where I spend most of my time, right? The math don't be mathing. It was, bro. He said one of WB's biggest sins was hiding those numbers for ZSJL. They knew it would be a hit into their ego after doing Zach wrong. You know what's crazy is not only that, right? But they also didn't put the numbers out because of shit like right now, right? Like right now, it's still a mystery, and they can act like all these other shows and stuff are just smashing ZSJL. And oh my God, right? The Tina Turner documentary did better than it. All these little bitty things, these little bitty documentaries, and oh my God, this did better than anything we've ever done, and it smashed ZSJL. They get to continue to say that, bro. That's why they never put the numbers out. Right? Talking about competition, bro. Yo, I told Leon earlier, I don't want to hear about competition anymore, bro. When PlayStation and Xbox are dropping games on each other's consoles, bro. Like all this competition shit, the walls are coming down. It's happening. It's happening. The walls are coming down. So people over here talking about, oh my God, we can't have fucking more than one Batman, but fucking Gears of War is coming out on PlayStation. What are we talking about, bro? And I know some of y'all might not know, but that's egregious. You know what I mean? That's like fucking Batman Begins coming out on Disney Plus. Get what I'm saying? Why would that ever happen? Right? You know, but it's happening. So all this competition bullshit, yo, nah. Frank says, remember Mikey said that Gunn told Zaz when he was trying to get the job that a reboot was needed also because the DC audience isn't big enough. This clown can't even pass Zach's DC grossings. Bruh, that's why he came out and called the audience fractious. And they tried to pivot him towards the Marvel fans. And it's not going to fucking save them. And I don't care. Said international audiences do not like Serviceable Man. We love F1. I bet. Right? Right. Yeah. Nah. Y'all know what I mean. But exactly. Which is even crazier. He said the squirrel wasn't hitting overseas. Right, bro? Ain't nobody fucking with that squirrel, man. Ain't nobody trying to go to the movies to see Superman save a squirrel, dog. What are we talking about? These fools love rewriting history. Look at Campy talking about he love BVS now.
World around characters. Look, I am a big fan of Batman versus Superman. I don't give a crap what anybody says. I have a lot of fun with that movie. Do I?
Ah, my God, bro. What's going on, man? He said, that's true. Also, remember that Zaslav was getting a job from Kevin the Suit Your Heart. Yeah, bruh. Bruh, I told you, man, we are fighting the same people, yo. We're fighting the same people, man. It's the same people, it's the same narratives. Jeff Johns is still around. Joss Whedon is still around, bro. Somebody find Walter Hamada. Oh, yeah. And let me give y'all this, right? Because, look, y'all saw what I was talking about when Will Smith was on that haircut tip the other day. Y'all saw what I was on. Release it on Netflix, right? Hey, I need y'all to listen to this.
I would just release the haircut.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want the haircut to be released, so there's that. All right.
There you go. There you go. Oh my God, bro. It's crazy. Look, we just hear debunking narratives, y'all. That's it. That's it. You know, we're here. And here's the thing, right? Because everybody, and not everybody, let me take that back. Certain people recently have tried to like question, you know what I'm saying, like the why of what we do and stuff like that, right? And it's days like today where it really like is drilled into my head exactly why we exist, right? We exist because if there wasn't any us, who would be having these conversations with you guys, honestly, yo? Like, who would be having these conversations with you guys in earnestness, right? Because leave it up to other people. These people just get to say these things, and it just goes out, and it's unchallenged, right? And a lot of the larger platforms, they're not going to speak up about these things unless they feel a little bit of a cushion underneath their feet, meaning other platforms are talking about this stuff. So, I mean, it's been quite obvious. How many times have we had conversations and then these things start, you know, dripping out into the zeitgeist very, very shortly after? How many times has that happened? We got Apex Lux with the $5 super chat saying, run that haircut clip back, homie. Oh, my God. And also Twerk. Bro, he said, run it back, dog. I'm mad, dog. Why he say run that shit back, bro? Leon cold-hearted, bro. Leon, we was just on the train, bro. Will Smith got us hyped up. All right? Bro, we still on the train, Leon. This changes nothing, bro. All right? Will Smith got us back on the train, bro. But he said, run that shit back just so y'all can see.
I would just release the air cut.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want the Air cut to be released, so there's that. All
Right? Oh my God. He said, run that shit back. And here you go. Oh my God, bro. He said, hey, that account bent to need a gun, bro. You see how they move on that side of the tracks? For sure, bro. Yeah. Right? Yeah, oh my God. He said, what up, Michael? He said the Schiller of Schillers and Twerker of Tweezers. The Viceroy of Verisimilitude. Hey, y'all working with that? Yeah, y'all messing with that drop? He said, Sky, I didn't know you were about, bro. I hit up Offset. I was like, bro, I need this, bro. I need this, dog. He said, Sky, another thing, Gunn has written and directed everything for the DCU for thus far. Another red flag. I don't think he directed Supergirl, but I know he wrote that, right? But bro, yeah, now you're doing Super Family. What happened to the Authority, bro? Oh my God, yo. Goalpost movers moving like the rent do. He said, find it weird how all these Snyderverse fans were about boycotting the Flash, but had no problem supporting Gunny Boo's Superman movie. Bruh, it's all been a ruse, bro. A lot of them people ain't really rocking with it like that, bro. They're not. They came up on some shit and they saw a fan base that was genuinely there, and they snuck in, bro. They wormed their way beneath the surface. You know what I'm saying? They wiggled their way on down. And they weren't twerking yet. They were just wiggling. They wiggled on down. They burrowed into their holes. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing is they come out on the other side like a butterfly from a caterpillar, bro, twerking. He said, I guess we're not getting a world's finest either. You know we not, bro. Right? Bro, come on, man. What happened to Batman Brave and the Bold, dog? He said clip got way too much replay value. Bro, just twerking, dog. Twerking, bro. Crazy. It's a damn shame what happened to Flip. You know? He said they infiltrated like magazine emerged like carrion flies. Crazy, bro. Nah, man. I'm just saying, we exist because we tell people what the fuck is really going on, yo. They want to act like we over here selling false hope. You know what I mean? Right? Is this false hope? right? While they out there trying to push, oh my God, they're so happy. Bruh, okay, I got a question. Okay, I got a question. Oh my God, this shit just hit me. Okay, everybody, y'all work with me for 1 second, right? Y'all bear with me for 1 second, okay? If the number was 500 million last year and they exceeded, right? The number was 5. Look, hold up. I feel like Bill Duke right now, bro. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you did. You said, bro, I need that one too, low key, Austin. That, bro, it's so many drops, bro. But nah, I need that one, bro. You know you done fucked up, man. Bro. Okay, guys, where am I about to go with this? Right? If the number was 500 million last year and it exceeded what they had internally, if it exceeded expectations internally, then how the fuck did this underwhelm, bro? How can both of these things be true? I'm sorry, man. Look, bro, y'all put y'all last questions and comments down at the bottom, dog. I don't know. Am I tripping? Somebody let me know. Because look, maybe I'm bugging. Maybe, it's the Gotham City in me, right? Or it's the Snyder cultist in me, right? Maybe I'm just looking too much into this. But I got one guy saying, hey, they only wanted 500 million and it exceeded that. And then over here, I got Superman underwhelmed. Right? Man, we just might get a Cool Table album, bro. He said, you mean Gunn, Safran, and Zaslav were pocketing $500 million? Crazy, bro. He said it's corporate league over. I'm just saying, am I making this shit up? The stock has continued to fall, bro. Oh my God, man. Yo, we'll be right back. We about to start members minutes, yo. Y'all put y'all last questions and comments down at the bottom. We will be right back, man. Where's my members minutes? Yeah, here we go.
Check. They say all I care about is views. They say all I care about is views. They say all I care about is views. But what about you? What about you? Came a long way from no subs back when y'all was showing me no love, no front. I just had to take a look back, cause sometimes y'all forgot I shook that. I know they would attack cause of own issues. To be honest, I got sick and tired of feeling misused. That's why I've always played a drop for every super chat. The show appreciation, now you're fucking doing that. And just like Mikey used to bring us all together, we gotta take a minute to shout out all the members. Just so you know, you keep the fire going like embers. They say a lot, but I forgot, I don't remember. Be better. Say all I care about is views. They say all I care about is views. They say all I care about is views. But what about you? What about you? Maybe I was better as a young man. At least I can say I never became a dumb man. Cause I never grew up to be a James Gunn fan. Real ones of those I can only count on one hand. 5,000 people who really just want stand, or 5K accounts that really just want scam. Whoever I was behind the circle is really just one man trying to paint impressions to get whatever trending. I'm done, man. Who fucking real? Who ain't an avatar? Who ain't 3 versions of themselves like they fucking Savitar? Who ain't cosplaying every day, complaining that they had it hard? The fact that you don't see yourself playing the victim is the saddest part, really.
Yeah. Y'all already know what's good. You dig? You dig? All right, let's get going with members, minutes. You did. We got the homie DC Talk saying, I know this was an awesome stream. Much love, homie. Much love, dog. Who else? We got the homie The Batman saying hashtag replay crew. We got the homie The Curly Ray saying replay crew. The homie The Good Austin saying hashtag replay crew. 100 likes again. Gonna have to start making that the new bar. Thanks for all the support and engagement. Members comment after the video to get your chat read next stream. 3K Selly coming soon. More cartoons and cereal. More new content. Subscribe and windmill that bell. You dig? Much love, dog. And then we got the homie Jmar412 in the building saying good stream. Out, albeit bitter stream. All I can say is that the only viable films to come out at this point are just ZSJL 2 and 3 are possible since Zach loves the film back to back. A very unfortunate thing for other campaign films potentially being on the chopping block. No thanks to an incompetent WB who cannot be trusted with the DC IP the way they are at the moment. Crazy. We got Mama Bear Doll saying it's a stunning book. Oh, that's on that Portraits of Rebel Moon that went public. You dig? You got DC Talk saying it's behind Lilo and Stitch 2 because Lilo and Stitch made $1 billion. Replay crew. All right. Yep. And that's it for members minutes. You dig? Much love. Right. Hope y'all having a wonderful, wonderful evening. And yeah, we said domestic numbers matter. Give domestic numbers a chance. Yeah, bro. Nah. Not doing it, bro. I'm not going for it, you know. He said, I'm still laughing at that clip. The Twer-King very similar to hey, y'all better hit that like button before we get out of here so we can get the drop. I'll give y'all one more second. And if y'all get to 50 likes, I'll hit that twerk video one more time. How about that? I'll even give y'all a little bit of incentive. You dig? I'll even give y'all a little bit of incentive if we can hit 50 likes before we get out of here. They say all I care about is views. So what about we have 48, 2 more. Says Sky. I'll send you the clip. What clip? All right. Hey, and apparently Matt Reeves about to start shooting the Batman Part 2 in the spring. Is that because of Superman? All right, we had 52 likes. You dig? Let me go ahead and hit that drop.
You still Oh, the Great One, 50,000 more worlds. He will hear your plea when you pay your debt.
That is hilarious, bro. Hey, nah, we are about to get on out of here though, man. Y'all been super fun, dog. I'm about to get at y'all next time. You dig? Y'all have a good one. Peace.